One of the most common conversations I have with people on a daily basis is how to find a therapist. Maybe they ask their doctor, or they call their insurance, or maybe they ask a friend, or maybe they don't ask at all. And so I have found that many people just don't know how to find a therapist. So today I decided to make a video on just exactly that. My name is Kelly Kirk, marriage and family therapist. I make videos about mental health things people want to know about. Let's do something different. So today I'm going to go ahead and use a pretty common website that people use when they're in private practice called Psychology Today. It's not my fave, and there are certainly many other websites out there that I would encourage people to use. But for the sake of today's conversation, I am going to use Psychology Today because it is the most popular and commonly used, and it does come up in a lot of searches when you're just kind of using maybe Google. So that is the website that we're going to go ahead and use for today. So we'd go ahead and start at the main Psychology Today page. And on this page, you see this bar here where you're going to go ahead and plug in your zip code. So I've plugged in my zip code. And as you can see, that brings you to a bunch of people's profile. I joke it kind of looks like a little bit like, it kind of is a little bit like dating. And so because you are finding someone that is the right fit for you, so you are going to go through people's profiles and really be reading for fit. So as you're going through this, you can expand your search radius. If you can kind of see where my little mouse finger is right here, you can widen it to several miles. And then you can also filter through a variety of different things. And so this is where you would really want to find a specialty or gender or price or insurance. And I will talk more about insurance in another video. And so as you start going through these profiles, and I'm not going to really dig into them just because of professional courtesy, but really just wanting you to kind of peruse through. And then once you've identified your folks that you are like, I want to see a little bit more, you're going to want to message them either to their number here or to their email. In that voicemail that you send to them when you are sending them a message, you are going to want to leave them kind of your name, phone number. And one of the most important pieces of information, if nothing else, is just sharing with them what your availability is. If your availability is only Tuesdays and Thursdays after 6 p.m., you need to tell them that. This way, I think that we're not wasting our time going back and forth. If this therapist is just not going to have an availability that works with yours, it's just really helpful to just kind of not waste your time and their time, and you're able to just kind of find the people that do have that availability. So you're going to want to call everybody, leave this message, name, phone number, and your availability. Also in that message, you are going to indicate if you do have insurance, but like I mentioned, I will talk more about that in another video. So those are all my details, tips, tricks on how to find a therapist using a common website that folks use, psychologytoday.com, and just kind of how to kind of surf through all the different profiles looking for fit. Doesn't matter what the letters after the name are, doesn't matter where they went to school. What really matters is, do you get a good feel for them? So what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for your sister. So it is really just individual. Those are my tips. I hope that's been helpful. If you do find this helpful, please do subscribe, as well as write whatever questions you might want answered down in the comments. Thanks so much. This has been Kelly Kirk, and I'll see you next time.